Hi, this is Zach with the Behr Real Estate team over here at Keller Williams. Thanks so much for tuning into the video today. Today we're going to talk about some steps you can take to make sure that you have a smooth transaction. Alright, so the first thing we look at to make sure you have a smooth transaction is making sure that any of the old mortgages that you've had that have been paid off have actually been recorded that way. You know, a lot of times what we've seen in a lot of these transactions are some of these old mortgages that you may have paid off. For whatever reason, the mortgage companies haven't sent them to the county to be recorded as paid off in full. So if you have any of your satisfaction notices from your mortgage companies, hold on to those so that we can make sure that it gets properly recorded. All right, if you want to ensure that you really do have a smooth transaction, a lot of times prior preparation will prevent future problems, right? So the second thing you want to look at is, are there any potential liens or judgments against you or the property? Now we've noticed even for investors, a couple of transactions recently where tenants weren't paying either the gas bill or maybe water bills weren't being paid, and when we prepared for closing, there have been just huge utility bills that have been liened against the property. So you really want to make sure that, and also really to prevent any future headaches, make sure if there's any liens or judgments, those are all taken care of prior to putting the home on the market. All right, so the next thing you really want to look at, and a lot of times this will happen actually prior to your purchase or in process. What we've noticed a lot of times are people will transfer properties from one family member to another without getting proper title insurance. Now the problem that happens with that is the moment you've transferred a property from one person that had title insurance to another family member, friend, or whatever, the title insurance doesn't continue. And it doesn't protect the new homeowner from any prior issues if they were to come up when they go to sell the property. Much of this you can also see too if you ever wanted to go down to the sheriff's department and buy a sheriff's sale. You always want to make sure you have title insurance to protect you with good marketable title when you go to sell again. And finally, if you're not the most organized person, this might be painful, but try to keep great records of all of the paperwork. I mean, when you purchase the property, you have the title insurance paperwork, keep that with you. If there happens to be any death in the family, for someone who's probably owned the property, keep your death certificates. Mortgage satisfactions, as I mentioned earlier in the video. You want to keep really good records of your property to prevent future headaches that could come up with trying to close on the property. So thanks so much again for tuning into our video today. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever that we can help you get ready for the sale of your property to prevent any headaches, feel free to touch base with you. We're always here to help.